In this video, I'm travelling down the Anduin, chased by a hill troll. Hello, AOS fans, Robin here. Yes, I'm back with some Lord of the Rings LCG for you. I have been ages since I've played this, not because I haven't been playing the game, but because I've been getting stuck on the game. I've been playing the Rohan deck, going down the Anduin, and I think I said a way ago in my month update that it didn't go that well. And to be honest, it still isn't really going that well. I don't know whether I'm not that good at the game, or whether the Rohan deck is particularly tricky, or whether I just, I had a concept. I wanted to do a mount deck, where I use lots of mounts and basically imagine that I was riding down, quite how it worked, riding down the Anduin, which would be quite clever, with these Rohan guys. We've got Eomer, Lothiriel and Hirgon, who's from Gondor, but he's up for the day, and I just wanted to see how I could get on. But in the end, I ended up taking them out because the game, it's like a yo-yo or a seesaw, like a seesaw. So on the one hand, you need some quite hard, fast hitting combat because you've got this hill troll that's going to come out. You'll see in a minute, the hill troll comes out straight away. But then later on, you need to keep questing, and I was trying to get that balance. Questing, sort of get through the locations. You've got quite a lot of points you need to put on to the second stage of the quest, and so I was finding I was getting one or the other, and rarely both. And actually, this is going to be the last go I have at it. I've done about, I don't know how many practice goes, I've tinkered with the deck, I don't know how many times, and more often than not I fail. I haven't got consistently, I've passed this, I'm definitely going to succeed. But I've found I've started to get cheesed off with the game because I don't know, I was just doing the same thing over and over again, or not, different things, but the same quest over and over again. When you play lots of times in a row and it keeps failing, I end up making mistakes, end up sort of not really doing the rules properly, not getting the timings right, which still does my head in sometimes. But I want to try and improve on that, and so I want to kind of refocus, regroup, and play something different. So this is literally my last having a go at, for the time being at least, or going to a journey down the Anduin. And then I'll move on to one of the other quests that I've got, just for a bit of variety for me and a bit of variety for you. And so this is it. This is the last ditch attempt at Rivers of Anduin, which is the second adventure in the core set box. The third adventure is supposed to be really, really difficult, and I've tried it with dual with my son, and it is really hard. I'm not even going to bother with doing that. The Escape from Door. It's really hard, and I'm not going to try. So we'll see what we do afterwards. But so I'm literally going to crack on. And for literally the last time for a while, at least with the Rohan people for sure, down the Rivers of the Anduin. Let's, fingers crossed, I get a rare win. And we'll see you on the other side, or at the bottom of the river. Hopefully we don't go off the waterfalls. Anyway, see you soon. Bye. Okay, AOS fans, here we are, all set up. I've got To the River, journeyed on the Anduin 1A. Set up, each player reveals one card from the top of the encounter deck and adds it to the staging area. And I have got some Misty Mountain Goblins in the staging area there, and then I have to turn over the card. We have, as you approach the location of a small raft stashed on a riverbank, a fearsome hill troll emerges from behind a grouping of rocks and attacks. There we go. I'm going to search the encounter deck for a one hill troll and place it in the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. So I've got to look for a hill troll. There's the hill troll. Hill troll's out. He's nasty. He's threat 30. I'm 27, and but he's nasty if he comes down. So I'm going to try to build up a way of dealing with the hill troll. And heroes, I've got Lothiriel, Hirgon, and Eomer, and we'll just see how we go. So to start off with, I have, well, the key thing, I've got Westeros Traveller, the Red Arrow, Riddermark Knight, Fort Flare Oil and Gas twice, and the Oath of Earl. The key thing is that I don't have the Horn of the Mark, so I'm going to just shuffle these back in and for a mulligan, and hopefully I can get Horn of the Mark out this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards, and is there a Horn of the Mark? Don't look like it. No, still no Horn of the Mark. 50 cards in the deck, and yeah, no Horn of the Mark. So just going to have to hope that comes out, because things can get a bit tight if the Horn of the Mark doesn't come out. Let's put some resources on everybody. And draw a new card. And it's Horn of the Mark. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? So Horn of the Mark. So I have got Firefoot, Ancient Matham, Spear of the Mark, West Road Traveller, Test of Will, and Westfold Outrider, and Horn of the Mark. What I think the most important thing to do is put Horn of the Mark onto, I'm going to put on Lothiriel. She is a Rohan character because Eomer is in play. So there you go. And I've got a couple of other options here. Spear of the Mark. I'm going to pop Spear of the Mark on Eomer as well. So there we go. So then I move on to the questing phase. I'm going to quest this Lothiriel. I'm going to use her response. If she commits to a quest, I'm going to choose an ally on my hand. If there's a trait with her, put that ally into play exhausted and committing to the quest. I'm going to add the West Road Traveller. After you play West Road Traveller from your hand, switch the active location with any other location in the staging area. Well, there isn't another one in the staging area, so I can't do that. So I won't. And so who else should I commit? I'm definitely going to get some Misty Mountain Goblins down. I'm going to commit Hirgon. I'm going to leave Eomer where he is. So I have 5 and 2 from. I have 3 from Lothiriel, 2 from Hirgon, and 2 from the West Road Traveller. So it's 5, 7. There's 3 in the staging area, and I've drawn some Eastern Crows, which has Surge. I'm already up to 4 in there, and 6. So Chief Uthank. Okay, so that's not what I really wanted. Already a massive array of horrible creatures in the staging area. This is why I don't like this game. Right, but they did quest successfully, fortunately. I've got 1. Right, so 7 plays 6. So by the skin of their teeth, we've quest successfully. I managed to put 1 on the quest, which does mean I can use Hirgon to play the Westfold Outrider. Make sure all my cards stay on. I'm going to go a little bit across here so that you guys they all fit. At the end of the questing phase, then the card from Lothiriel leaves play, so I can shuffle that, and because I've got Horn of the Mark on, I can exhaust Horn of the Mark and draw a new card, which is Guthlaf. So when I played the Westfold Outrider. So then it is the travel phase. There's no travelling to do because I've just got all monsters. But the Misty Mountain Gobos are going to come down. After they attack, remove 1 progress from the current quest. Brilliant. That's 4. So I'm going to lose that. I'm going to take that off now when I think of it. So I'm back to square 1. I can't avoid that attack. So I'm going to give them a shadow card. I'm actually going to block this. They attack for 2. I've got 1 shield with the Westfold Outriders. They're going to block. I'm going to block with the Westfold Outrider, so it would be 1 damage as long as there's no nasty surge. There is a nasty surge. Attacking enemy gets +1. So they do 3. Take away 1 is 2. That's enough to kill the Outriders. So the Outriders are dead. But then Eomer is going to sweep in with his revenge. He gets 3. He has Spear of the Mark, which is 4, and he has +2 if somebody after a character left play, or 2 have actually left play. So he's up to that's 4, 6. They've got 1 shield, so it's 5 damage. So that kills the Misty Mountain Goblins. And that is the end of my turn. And I pop the threat up to 28. Now I'm going to have to try and plan. I've got the Crows are going to come down at some point. So I've got to bear that in mind. I'm up to 28, so I've got 1 more turn before the nasty things start arriving. I draw a new card, new resources, and new card for the start. It's a new Horn of the Mark. I know you were all here for Horn of the Mark, and 2 come along at once. So I'm not sure I actually wanted Horn of the Mark, really, which is a bit of a blow. But I will, oh dear. I'm gonna run into questing difficulties. Oh, I haven't readied these guys. I'm gonna run into questing difficulties here. I think because I think I want to engage those orcs, and I've not got much to do that with. The Guthlaf was worth 2 if I play him after. If I don't play him after a quest, I'm not sure I am going to successfully quest this time, sadly. So I'm going to quest with Hirgon and Lothiriel. Oh, I need to pay for cards first. Guthlaf cost 1 less. I'm actually going to use. I'm just going to pay Guthlaf out, pay for his money. So I'm not sure. I'm not confident that I can successfully quest. And then, so I'm only doing 5, and there's 4 in the deck, and I've got a treacherous foe. Each location of the stage area gets +1. Well, there aren't any. If I've got a threat of 35 and discard 1 card from my hand, well, I'm not a threat of 35, I'm a threat 28. So that's actually worked out in my favour, and amazingly, I have quested successfully. So I could have played 1 less resource for Guthlaf, but it wasn't worth the gamble, I don't think. So then the travel phase is still no travel phase. I'm going to move down the crows. They attack with 1, so Guthlaf is going to defend that because he's actually got a shield of 2. So it was a hill troll, but there's no shadow, which is good. So Guthlaf successfully defends that, and then Eomer is going to swing in for 4 attack, and they've got 1. They've got no shield, in fact, so they die, but they don't go. They don't disappear. They get shuffled back into the deck. So they get shuffled back in. But there's a hill troll out, so that's a bit of a sigh of relief. And that's the end of that turn. So the threat goes up to 29. And ready, everybody. So I've got a Guthlaf, but I'm already running out of people. So I'm going to put some resources on. 1, 2, 3. Let's draw a new card, and it is a Riddermark Knight. Now, the Riddermark Knight could be super useful to me. So my threat at this point is 29, so I don't have to engage anything. So I think I'm going to risk doing, and there's 3 threat in the staging area. I'm going to go with Guthlaf, I'm going to go with Hirgon, and I'm going to go with Lothiriel to do 6. So I don't want 3 to turn up in the staging area, and then hopefully I can. So I've got, it's the Dol Guldur Orcs. Dol Guldur Orcs. So the Dol Guldur Orcs, when revealed, the first player chooses 1 character currently committed to quest, deal 2 damage to that character. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play a test of will for 1 spirit point and avoid that. So I've done that. And what's next? Guthlaf is. But I'm going to use Hirgon's ability to pay 2 resources for the Riddermark Knight. There's no travelling in the engagement phase. I'm going to bring down the Dol Guldur Orcs. If I use the Riddermark Knight, they will die to defend. So I'm going to do a risk. I'm going to risk using Eomer to defend because I'm under the Riddermark Knight. Oh, tough. Riddermark Knights will die. But if I don't do that, they'll be gone anyway. I'm gonna risk using Eomer to defend from the Dol Guldur Orcs. There is a shadow, so Eomer doesn't count his shield, so therefore he takes 2 damage, which was that's the kind of thing that happens in this game. You take a risk, and the game tells you to get stuffed. So then the Riddermark Knight will attack. He attacks for +2 when he attacks, which is enough to kill the Dol Guldur Orcs. And then they go, which means as a result of the Horn of the Mark, I can draw a new card. Oh, it's another Spear of the Mark. Okay. So ready everybody up. And my threat does go up to 30 this time, and I just think the Hill Troll is going to flatten me. I haven't got the cards out I need to kill him, so it's just this is how it all goes horribly wrong for me. So I'm up to 30. I've got to get new resources on people. 1, 2, 3. I can draw a new card. Please be something good. Oh, it's Gandalf. I can't afford him. Ho ho ho! Hilarious fun. So I can't afford Gandalf this turn, but if I can get through the next turn, I can bring out Gandalf, which may save a little bit of bacon. So I'm going to have to I'm going to play Firefoot onto Eomer. And I'm going to quest with Lothiriel and Hirgon for 5. There's 3 in the staging area, and I have got Treachery. Deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. It's the Necromancer's Reach. Well, luckily I didn't exhaust Eomer, so that's something. And then the Hill Troll comes down because I'm on 30. Guthlaf is going to, poor old Guthlaf's going to defend that. It's 2 shields. Oh, I've got to do a shadow card. Shadow card is nothing. Well, that's something. So it's 6 damage. So it's 2 shields, take it down to 4. 2 wounds, take it down to 2. So he is dead, and I have to raise my threat by 2, up to 32. I really didn't want this to end up going up to 35 and bringing down Chief Uthank as well. So then Eomer is going to attack back, and I haven't. Oh, that's Guthlaf. Put Guthlaf in the wrong pile. Guthlaf has gone, which means I can pick up. I've got another Horde of the Mark. I've got all the Horde of the Marks are coming out. It's a unique card, so I can only play it once. So this has never happened before. Normally I'm like scrabbling around trying to find it. So the Hill Troll has come out. Eomer is going to attack him. So Eomer has lost. So I get +2 because I've lost a card, and +2 from Firefoot, and +1 from the Spear of the Marks. I've got +5 altogether. 8 takeaways, 3 shields. It puts 5 damage on the Hill Troll. But I have got a Gandalf coming, and I will just be able to afford the Gandalf. Affording the Gandalf. Right, that's the end of the turn. Raise up the threat to 33 and move everybody up. Put in 1, 2, 3 resources and draw a new card, and it's a West Road Traveller. So suddenly things are looking a little bit better. So I'm going to spend all my 5. And now, what should I do? I can play Gandalf. Now the Hill Troll, I think probably is best to, because the Hill Troll won't actually kill Gandalf if Gandalf defends, and then Eomer can do another 5 damage and kill him. So, alright, this might be a little bit counterintuitive. I'm going to put 5 damage onto, and this might be a bad decision. I'm going to put 5 damage onto Chief Uthank. Because I think I've got the making of the... I could choose, after he enters play, I could draw 3 cards, deal 4 damage to 1 enemy in play, or reduce your threat by 5. So I've cheated there. So I do 4 damage to Chief Uthank, I think. I mean, I could just take the Hill Troll out, but then Gandalf could soak up the damage. And what's going to happen now is another monster's going to come out, and I'm going to be really upset. But we'll take that, risk that. So Hirgon and Lothiriel are going to quest. When Lothiriel quest, I'm going to play the West Road Traveller put the West Road Traveller into play. I'm not going to quest with Gandalf. And so I've quested for 7, and there's 2 in the staging area, and it's the Brown Lands, so it's 5, so that actually makes it equal. So there's no questing, no successful otherwise. So I'm going to go and move that over to there. She disappears, and I get to draw a new card, which is Guthlaf. Another Guthlaf. So then I am going to actually bring this down in the travel phase. The Brown Lands are brought down. After the player's travel to the Brown Lands, place 1 progress token on it. So I put the progress token on it, and it disappears. So it stuffed me for that round, but not permanently. Then it's the attacking phase. There's nobody else to bring down. The Hill Troll is going to attack. He's going to attack Gandalf. Gandalf's going to defend. It's got 4 shields. and there's no shadow. He's got 4 shields, and so he's on 2 damage. I'm not going to bother taking 2 damage because he is going to die. So I'm just going to discard him, and then well, he's not going to die, but he has to leave at the end of the turn. And then Eomer does 5 damage because he does 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 3 plus. I won't move Gandalf just not to confuse things. 3 plus the 2 from the West Road Traveller is 5, plus 2 from 5 foot is 7, plus 1 from the Spear of the Bark is 8, 3 shields, 5 damage. I have killed the Hill Troll. So the next thing I need to do is quest before things can get too horrible. And first thing I need to do then, therefore, is draw a new card for the new turn. It's another Goothlath. It's another Goothlath. So let's bring everybody round, put some resources on, raise the threat up to 34. I'm going to quest with Lothiriel, I'm going to quest with Hirgon, and I'm going to bring out a Goothlath with Lothiriel to take their questing up to 6. I'm going to leave Eomer, and I'm going to draw, and it is the Misty Mountain Goblins. So that's 2, so that's 4. I got 6. I managed to put 2 onto the river quest. And then because I did successfully quest, I'm going to play 1 off of Hirgon to play Goothlath. Oh yeah, I can reduce the cost by 1. So I think maybe I made a mistake earlier, but I can reduce the cost by 1. So I play 2 to put Goothlath into play. Sorry, play 1 to put Goothlath into play. Leave 1 on Eomer. Get myself right in a right knot. But that does mean when these Misty Mountain Orcs come down, Goothlath can defend. They do 2 damage. Goothlath defends. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, this Goothlath disappears because he quested as a result of Lothiriel's skill. And I've just realised I didn't shuffle in the last lot that did that. I shuffle them into the deck. I keep forgetting that. They shuffle into the deck, not get discarded. So they're back in the deck. And so where was I? I did the Shadow. Goothlath was defending. Shadow is no Shadow. So Goothlath successfully defends that. They do 2 damage, and Goothlath has 2 shields, so nothing there. And then Eomer comes smashing in again. 1 Goothlath has left play, so I'm doing loads of damage. So the Misty Mountain Goblins are dead. And my threat now goes up to 35. And everybody gets readied. Okay, this is quite a steady game this time. I could do with some better cards. Did I draw a card for when Goothlath left? I don't know that I did. Goothlath left, I think I forgot to draw cards. I'm going to draw a card for Goothlath leaving. I've got 4th Alluring Gas. Each hero can declare attack against enemies in the staging area this phase. Now that could be pretty useful. Then I'm going to rack up 1, 2, 3 resources, and then I'm going to draw my new card for the start of the turn. And I've got an Eomer. Okay, that's nice, because after Eomer leaves play ready, all Rohan characters in play. So I'm going to quest with everybody. 3, 2, 1, and 1. That's questing with everybody. Eomer, and then Lothiriel puts Eomer into play as well. So it's 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. 2 in the staging area. I've got the Gladiator Field, which is 3. When the Gladiator Field is the active location, each player must raise their threat an additional point during the refresh phase. Well, he's going to come down in my turn. So there's 5 there, and I did, how much did I say? 3, 5, 6, 9. So I successfully did 4 there. Haven't quite closed it out because there's still 1 to go. Now, Eomer leaves. I successfully quested. When Eomer leaves, I may ready everybody, which is good. And then I'm going to draw another card because Eomer has left, and I've got the Escort from Edoras. Okay, oh, Eomer left via Lothiriel's thing again, so I need to remember to shuffle that and not just discard him. Do I play? I've got a combat action. Each Rohan character can be declared an attacker against enemies in the staging area this phase. Well, it doesn't matter actually, because Chief Uvag is going to come down. So sorry, Goothlath. I think it's it might not be curtains for him actually. So Guthlaf is going to defend. He is going to, there is a shadow, +1. Alas, poor Guthlaf. He has gone because it's 4 damage, 2 shields, 2 wounds, so he has gone. Guthlaf has gone, but then Eomer, in his inimitable style, is going to do enough damage, I think. But I can club together with Hirgon anyway to take out him. So I've got 5 because the character has left this turn. 2 from Firefoot is up to 7, and 1 from the shield, from the spear rather is 8. Less is 3. It's still 5 damage anyway. So he's gone. I have killed Chief Uthag. Oh, and I forgot to travel. So in the travel phase, I will travel to the Gladiator Fields. And there's actually nothing in the staging area at the moment, which is quite remarkable. End of that turn. Ready everything up. Put some more resources on things. Get a nice little resource pile here as well. And I've drawn a test of will. There's nothing in the... Nothing there. I don't think I can risk nothing happening. So I'm gonna ready all of those, and I'm gonna bring in. Well, maybe I shouldn't do Goose. I'm not gonna do Hirgon actually, just in case something horrible comes out of the pile, because I've got 5 there, and there's nothing in the staging area. So I've got the Necromancer's Pass. Travel. The first player must discard 2 cards from their hand at random to travel here. Well, at least I've got some cards I can't really use in my hand. So that's 3. But there's 5 there. That's enough. That is the one that I needed to achieve successfully questing. In fact, there's 7. 7 plays 3. There's actually 4 because Escort from Adaras gets an extra 2. So I've successfully quested. That's exciting. So what happens in this quest? After defeating the troll, you're able to board the raft and embark upon a river voyage. As you depart, your enemies pursue, harassing the small vessel as you attempt to navigate the river. Reveal 1 additional card from the encounter deck each quest phase. Do not make engagement checks during the encounter phase. Each player may still optionally engage 1 enemy each encounter phase. So, it's quite good. It's quite good for me. So, I've done that. Mustn't get confused. I've travelled. That was there. Oh, hang on a minute. I made an error. 7. Take away 3. It's 4. It's still enough. There's 1. I needed 1, and there's the 3 here. I made the error, but there is 1. I only needed 1. Yes. In fact, yeah, I only needed 1. I had 7 on the quest. I only needed 1. I have still completed it. Apologies for the slight accounting there. So there's 1 on here. No, there's 3 on here. There's 3 on here. So this one goes. This one goes, and then the travel phase, I can drop this one down to here. And then that is that. I'm going to ready everybody. Each quest phase I do an extra card. So that goes like that. The Escort for Adaras left. I can reshuffle him in and draw an extra card for Horn of the Mark. I shall have that one, which is Fate. That could come in very handy. And then it's a new turn. I put another new one. I've got all the resources in this game there, and draw new resources. And I'm going to leave it there. It's Ancient Matham, which I keep forgetting to play. The card I've drawn, so I am going to put Ancient Matham on there. I'm going to spend 1 to play Ancient Matham onto the Necromancer's Pass. I completely sitting with 2 of those in hand, and I completely forgot to play it. Okay, a swift break, well, swift for you, while I had to go and get my son from his residential trip. First time he's ever been away. It was big news and very exciting, but I'm back, and I've got to try and remember what happened. I had just completed the first quest. So for this quest, I do have to get 16 quest tokens on the quest. So it's going to be tricky. It's going okay, but there's plenty of slip, twitch, cup and lip. So we'll see how we get on. I've got to reveal 2 cards each turn this time. And I've got no people to bring in. I've got no allies to bring in. I've got lots of not particularly helpful cards at the moment. So I think I'm going to do a risky quest. Actually, I don't know how to take any attacks. I think I'm going to quest for 5. I don't have to have attacks against me. I'm going to quest for 5. I was thinking maybe go questing for 6. I'm going to quest for 5 and draw 2 cards. So I've got the East Bite. Oh, that's 6 quest words. Oh my god. Oh, and some horrible evil goblin snipers, so I'm quite pleased because I can probably get rid of those using the cards that I have. So that's not too bad for me. So that was for 3. I quested for 5. That's 2 quest points on the... just goes literally on the Necromancer's Pass. It gets rid of that though. Oh, I didn't discard 2 cards from my hand at random to travel there. I better do that. I got a bit overexcited because I hadn't seen my son for a week, so I rushed out and I forgot to do that. So here we go. So there's 2 cards, and it is Fate and Spear of the Mark. I was not brilliant, as I had two Horde of the Marks in there. It wasn't great, that, but never mind. Fate would have been useful, but never mind. Okay, so but I have put the 2 on there, so I have going to get rid of that now, which is good. And it means I get to draw 3 new cards because of Ancient Matham. So 1, 2, 3, 3 new cards because of Ancient Matham. Okay, so I've just picked up 2 Westfold Lancers and a Partridge in a Pear Tree and some Westfield Outriders. Now Matham is, so I'm not quite sure where that falls. Hirgon has quested successfully. Ancient Matham allow me to draw 3 cards. Can I play them? I'm not sure, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna be good to myself, and I'm not going to. And so then I will travel. Well, I have to. When in the travel phase, when faced with the option to travel, the players must travel to the East Bight if there is no active location. So off I go. Got to get through 6 on there. It was 3 and I did 5 of the 2, so there wasn't anything to put on the quest. I've still got 16 on the quest. I am going to use 4th Aeolian Gas as a combat action in the combat phase. I don't have to bring those down, or I can't anyway. They've got a threat of 48. I think I should have taken my threat up to 36 actually. I forgot. I'm going to use 4th Aeolian Gas. I put Ancient Matham in the wrong place and use two cards, two resources to do 4th Aeolian Gas. That enables me to attack people in the staging area. Haven't lost a card this time, but doesn't matter because Eomer does 7 in fact against the Goblin Snipers, so I kill the Goblin Snipers. And then I'm going to bring these back up because it is the end of the turn, and I'm going to raise the threat by 1, draw a new card, put 3 more tokens out. 1, 2, 3. Right, I've got quite a lot to spend. I'm going to spend one of my spirit cards to put Ancient Matham on the East Bight. Do you want to try and maximise my quest potential, I think. I'm going to put 3 to play a Westfold Lancer, and I'm going to do 3 to do another Westfold Lancer. So we're getting a bit congested. And then I'm going to quest with Lothiriel, Hirgon. When Lothiriel quests, she's going to put the escort from Edoras into play. The Westfold Lancer are also going to quest. Both of them are also going to quest. Old Eomer is going to hold the fort. And then I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to draw Pursued by Shadow. Each player raises their threat for 1 for each character they control that is not currently committed to the quest. So that is just 1. So that's not too bad. No, I don't think I do. Okay, and one more is Stronghold is Dol Guldur. The first player must cast. So I've got to travel there. I've got to discard 2 cards again. The old Necromancer's Pass. So I have quested for 3, 7, 9, 11, 13. 13 plays 3, so that's 10. So I can put 10 out. 6 I've got to go on the East Bight, which goes, and then 4 left. 4 left onto the Anduin passage. Now I can just flip these over. Oh, and I can also use my remaining, because I have quest successfully, I can use my remaining resource from Hirgon to play the Westfold Outrider. Unfortunately, I can't use the Westfold Lancer to do the damage that they get on the quest. Or for doing damage, they do 2 damage to the chosen enemy if I quest successfully, but there's no damage enemies to do damage to at this point. So, but Escort from Edoras goes, gets shuffled back in because it's a Lothiriel. I used it using the Lothiriel's ability, so I do, because they've left play, I also get another card, which is, it's Astonishing Speed, which is going to be very useful. And then, now, do I want to quest? I think I'm going to risk, I really don't want to lose my Astonishing Speed at this point to travel to the Necromancer's Pass. It's worth 3. Astonishing Speed gets +2 to all Rohan warrior, all Rohan cards with the Rohan attribute. So I think I'm going to risk. I'm going to risk not travelling to the Necromancer's Pass. I've got myself in the right muddle here. What have I done? I took everybody off. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry. But it's because I've come back in. I've broken my flow of the game. Shouldn't have done that. But there's nobody to fight anyway. So now they all turn over. Ho ho ho. Right. Okay. So they all turn over, and then I decided. Well, that was the end because I decided not to quest. There's nobody to fight. End of the turn. 3 more resources. 1, 2, 3. Raise the threat up to 39. Draw a new card, and it is the Oath of Earl. Basically, you can use the Oath of Earl to. I can use it to resolve my attacks before they attack. Any monsters engaged with me attack, but there aren't any, so that is good. Right. Okay. Okay. This did I make a mistake? I've got no characters, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm going to use my Astonishing Speed. I'm going to play Astonishing Speed, which is 3. Worth 3, but enables me to add 2 to every Rohan character who is engaged. So I'm going to basically do everybody. But not Hirgon, because everybody gets +2. So everybody gets +2, so it's 5, 8, 12, 16, 18. Quest for 18. And I've drawn the Banks of the Anduin, which is worth 1, and some crows. That's another one. So I did 18, there's 5 there, so that's 13 altogether. So 13 points go on to the quest. 5, 5, and 3, 13. That takes me over. That takes me over 16. When revealed, reveal 2 encounter cards per player and add them to the staging area. Next, skip the staging step of the quest phase for the remainder of the game. Okay, so this is looking really nice now. So I've got to drill 2 more. I've got Beastmaster and some wargs. So it was looking really nice, and now I'm going to get absolutely slammed. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So there you go. There, that is why. Have I got any when revealed effects? No, I haven't. When revealed. No, that's from the encounter deck. Can't do anything about that. Can't do anything. Oh, bums. Right, so all these 3 are going to come down. And it's just a colossal kick in the teeth. So I've got to deal a card to each of these people. Can I hang on in there? If wargs are dealt a shadow card with no effect, return a warg to the staging area after it attacks. Okay, so what am I going to do? I've got one possible defense, but they attack for 3, and if it's anything on the shadow card, it will kill Hirgon. But I'm going to risk. I'm going to use the Dol Guldur. When Dol Guldur Beastmaster attacks, deal 1 additional shadow card. Oh dear. Oh dear. So I'm going to let the crows go through undefended. It says no shadow. So when it's undefended, it's 1 damage and it's directly to the heroes. Yeah, so it's undefended. It's going to have to go straight through onto my heroes. Eomer will die if I if I take anything if he takes undefended damage. So I think I'm actually going to use Hirgon, and he's going to defend against the Wargs. It's got a shadow. Defender's player chooses and returns one exhausted ally they control to the owner's hand. If they control no exhausted allies, raise their threat by 3. Well, I do have one. I'm going to pop my Outriders back into my hand. In fact, no, I'm going to drop the Westfold Lancers back into my hand. Oh, I just, no, can't do that. Right. I just realised the Westfold Lancers potentially could have done something, but I think they appeared after they quested. I think they'd already quested. So another timing issue. I've just realised the Westfold Lancer, after Westfold Lancer quest successfully, discard it to choose a non-unique enemy in the staging area, deal 2 damage to the chosen enemy. Could I have done that? I'm not quite sure of that timings of that, because they were in these were in the staging area, and I had just quested successfully, but I had got onto a new quest, so I'm not sure whether I could use that response or not. We'll play that I couldn't, so that's okay. So Hirgon takes 2 damage. He's still alive. He's taken 2 damage. But the Dol Guldur Beastmaster will almost certainly now kill somebody, because I have to do. In fact, it will kill one of my heroes. So he's got. He has got some shadow. So it's plus 3 damage if it's undefended. So I'm gonna kill Lothiriel. Sorry, Lothiriel. Which does mean I lose Horde of the Mark. So Horde of the Mark has gone. There's no attacking back this turn. I think this could be bad. I don't know if I've got it in me to think. What have I got? I've got a Rohan Warhorse. I get 2 new resources. I can play. I think I didn't raise the threat. I didn't raise the threats up to 40. Okay, I don't think I think I want to play the Westfold Lancers out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot to travel. I will travel to the Necromancer's. Oh no, I won't. I will travel to the banks of the Anduin. I'm going to put a Rohan Warhorse on Hirgon. No, it's got to go on a Rohan hero, so I can't do that. Okay, I'm going to risk putting a Rohan Warhorse on Eomer, which is I've got to discard one of the restricted cards. I'm going to discard the Spear of the Mark. Okay. So, I've got Oath of Earl. I forgot I had Oath of Earl. So I've got the Oath of Earl, so I'm not going to play Westfold Lancer. I'm going to keep that in my hand. I'm going to play for the 3 that I use for Westfold Lancer. I'm going to play the Oath of Earl, which means I get to attack first before the enemy attacks me, and that could be vital. Could be vital. I can't play any more cards, sadly, and I do have to. No, I skip the staging step, don't I? So don't bring any more people out. So what can I do now? The Westfold Outrider and the Westfold Lancer are going to combine to do 4 to the Wargs, and that will kill the Wargs. They've only got 1 shield, so that kills the Wargs, so they're gone. Eomer is doing. I haven't lost a character this turn, sadly. So Eomer is going to do 3, 5. He's doing 6. 6 is enough to kill the Dol Guldur Beastmaster. Amazingly, 6 is enough to kill the one who's got 1 shield, 5 damage. It's 5 does 5 damage. He's got 5 health, so I've killed that. And then Hirgon is going to attack the Eastern Crows for 2, and they haven't got any shield, so they are dead. They get shuffled in, but it doesn't matter because amazingly, I have won. Now, I may have made some errors in that analysis at the end there, but I thought that went okay in the end. I mean, it was a bit of a skin of the teeth. I did lose poor old Lothiriel. He's one of my favourite characters. I really like playing with her, so I was a bit disappointed to have lost that. Just a bit unlucky. I do need to check on the timings of things, whether I could have used the Westfold Lancer's ability. After Westfold Lancer quest successfully, discard it to choose a non-unique enemy in the staging area and deal 2 damage to that chosen enemy. I could have done 2 damage to the crows, which may or may not have made a difference. I don't know. But I actually had 2 of them as well, so I could have got rid of. I could have actually killed the wargs, maybe. Who knows? That's the kind of thing I do need to check on that time. If you know, do pop it in the comments below where the timing of that goes. This game, I do really enjoy playing it. It has got a lot of moving parts which do confuse me, and I'm sure I've made mistakes. I'm sure when I come through editing, I will see what they are. I completely forgot to quest, so I actually my threat would have gone up to 43 in the last bit there. Yeah, it would have gone up to 43. So I was running out of time, but I did it in just the nick of time. So that's that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. I'm really glad that I've actually got through this Anduin scenario because it was starting to drive me a bit crazy. I'm going to move on to something else new. It'll probably be the new pack that's out, but it might be the Hunt for Gollum. I'll have to decide. I haven't decided yet. Let me know what you think. Which one should I do? Should I do the Hunt of Gollum? Or should I do one of the new packs that's just come out? And should I carry on with my Rohan deck, or should I head for something else? I've got elves, I've got dwarves, I've got Gondor. What should I do? I don't really know. I'll decide. I've decided. I've kind of started to get a feel for how this Rohan deck works. Maybe I'll try it in testing and see how I go. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I did enjoy making it. And finally, I've managed to get down that effing river. Bye!